What is up? What is up? What is up? This is George Cortright, and you have tuned in to a mad week. This is week 4 of season 4, and some shit. A mad week is the title of the show, and it is very, very appropriate for this week for a lot of people. I am here with my sisters doing the producing, of course. Wave to the people that assisted. And as you can see, we got a new face to the Mad Week family. And who the hell are you?
Well, my name is Bernie.
How do I know you, Bernie?
You know me from CrossFit. We do CrossFit together. I coach at CrossFit.
This is my coach.
Yeah.
For those of you who when I tell my CrossFit stories, he's the one that is coaching and putting me through all that work. I'm still on the verge of getting svelte. I haven't bought the billboard yet because I haven't really gotten I'm not there yet. Went back up, need to come back down, but Bernie right here is gonna get me to the promised land, right?
Yeah.
All right, Bernie. Team Bernie. So, for those of you new to the show, because I'm sure Bernie's fans are going to be watching, they're going to want to see what the hell he did, see how nervous he is. Bernie told me this is his first time doing a podcast interview or whatever.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're going to go through this and we're going to have a good time. Take it easy. What we usually do is say what's been going on in the past, like week, what we do last weekend and all that stuff. If anything exciting, we talk about it. You do anything exciting this past week or so?
What did I do? Saturday? Oh, yeah. On Sunday, I guess, yeah. The start of the week, just played some softball.
Softball? You on a league?
Yeah, on a league, and we won our first 2 games.
So this past Sunday was your first game?
I'm sorry, our second game. Because they go back-to-back, and then we had played a week before, and we had just got, crumbled by these 2 teams, and then Sunday that just had passed, we won.
But these are the first 2 weeks?
There you go, the first 2 weeks.
Huh. So the first week is on the last week of playoffs. Exactly.
Yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday. Oh,
Super Bowl Sunday.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. So softball league. Is that around here somewhere?
Yeah, at Chavez Park.
Oh, okay.
First time playing slow pitch. Just got asked because they needed some extra people. And
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted. I mean, I'm always down for any sport to play.
Right. All right. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Once again, he's a CrossFit coach, so he likes being all active, like that and shit. That's how he looks when he's coaching me. That's pretty much what CrossFit is. You go into a gym and then you just go like this the whole time. That's what I take from it.
Okay.
So me.
Yeah. Right.
Not so much. Oh my God, that Saturday thing was horrendous.
Oh, it was Saturday.
That was fucking crazy. It was a whole bunch of shit. Just a lot of different things, man. It was did a total of 90 burpees each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first part was a total of 150 reps.
Yeah. It was tough. CrossFit ain't no joke. I appreciate it. It makes me go in, and it motivates me. You could do it if you wanted to, Ira.
I sling boxes all day. I think I do enough CrossFit.
That's slanging boxes. It's not.
Boxes walking back and forth all
It ain't the same thing.
No, it's not. But I don't think my body could take that and CrossFit.
On Saturdays, anybody can come on the 9.
Oh yeah, 9 a.m. is always free.
I gotta bring you in. Maybe you can just test it out one Saturday that you
always a partner walk too.
Yeah, see?
Be thrown down with your brother.
So, basically, I can kind of go at my own pace, or do I have to keep up?
Hey, CrossFit is about pushing yourself.
I know, but still, I'm not.
You got your own
trying to
pace.
Hey, then you ain't you ain't gonna be my partner then. Shit, I works.
I'm good. I'm not trying to die and throw up.
All right, well,
But we'll see.
But no, you should be good to go because you're slaying boxes.
No promises.
No.
Like I said. Exactly.
But anyways, what else did I do last weekend? I did go see The Gentleman, the movie, The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
And it's the Guy Ritchie film. It was pretty good. The thing with me is I'm not good with accents.
Okay.
And it's like English type movie, so the accents, there's like some trickery involved in like how they film and the storyline.
Yeah.
So I got a little lost at the beginning, and I ended up catching up.
Yeah.
But I was still a little off because of the accents. But overall, it's a pretty good movie. It combines comedy, action, and a pretty cool storyline. And it's like almost like heist. Heist movies are fucking cool as hell.
Yeah.
So it has that heist element to it. So hopefully it's not choppy like this. It looks choppy and shit.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep going. Hopefully it's not choppy. Let's see. All right, but anyways, so I watched The Gentleman. That's the only movie I went to see in the theaters, and actually watched some movies from home as well on Netflix and what's that? Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got that. I know you watched that.
Yeah.
What's the what was it called? Mandalorian.
Honestly, no, I haven't watched
Oh,
it
but
yet.
you said you watched that shit.
No, I haven't watched it.
Did you watch that shit, Ira?
No.
No. All right. So I haven't started that yet either.
Okay.
But one thing.
No, because a lot of people give me shit about it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, why haven't you watched that? I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, just haven't got to it.
Exactly. Give me time. Shit.
Yeah.
I just started watching The Vikings, as I told you.
Yeah.
And that's already like on its 6th or 7th season, and I'm just now starting it. But that's pretty good fucking shit from the first 3 episodes that I watched. It's pretty, it's definitely,
That's really good.
definitely a good show to watch and all that stuff. Definitely check that out. Watched a Netflix movie on one of these podcasts. They have this section where they talk about TV shows and movies that they watched and seen and recommend or whatever. One of them said to watch Time Trap on Netflix. Time Trap on Netflix. It's about this cave that this guy finds out about. He goes to look for his parents and shit. But when you go into this cave, it takes you to like the time like slows down. It's basically like a fountain of youth when you go into this cave because the world around you speeds up. So it's different, very cheesy. Is it worth watching? If you have time and you're alright for a cheesy movie, don't know what else. You know, one of those days. You know what?
Something to watch.
Yeah.
You know, one of those days that like you don't know what the fuck you want to eat. You don't know what you watch. There's so much shit to watch, but you don't know what to watch. Think of me saying Time Trap, Netflix. Might as well check it out, cause I watched the whole thing. Watched the whole thing. Didn't fall asleep on it. But is it good? Nah, not necessarily. Is it entertaining? Somewhat. It makes you think. Makes you think about shit like, what would I do if I was in that situation?
Alright.
So that's Time Trap. Another thing I watched, fell asleep on Disney Plus. Started trying to watch the Lady and the Tramp live action thing.
I think, yeah, told me about
Live
that.
action? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's the live action.
I'm not even going to give that a chance.
Well, I like to watch things because I just want to have my own opinion on it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't fully remember what happened in the animated version, so I started watching it and was trying to watch it, but at this time it was about 8 p.m. Nonetheless, it was Saturday, so I should be having a good time, whatever. 8 o'clock it's on Saturday, shit.
Yeah.
You know, I got the whole night ahead of me.
Yeah.
So hey, let me have a couple glasses of wine.
Oh, no.
Chew a little bit of weed gummy.
Oh, there
Let me try that.
No.
So I want to say about 15 minutes in, fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those first two things were pretty good night right there.
Yeah. No, but it was a waste. It was a waste of a weed gummy because I just fell asleep.
You had the wine with it too.
And wine.
So you wasn't doing anything, so yeah.
But I will return to watch the whole Lady and the Tramp, and I'll let you know.
I think if somebody was watching it, yeah, I'll probably sit in. But for me to like go in there and like, I'm gonna watch this now. And yeah, I liked it, but I'd say the same thing. I just don't care too much for it.
All right, Aladdin live action.
I actually like that one.
See, all right.
I haven't seen Aladdin yet.
It's probably on Disney Plus by now.
I just haven't.
Oh yeah, that's definitely money.
I would say Will Smith did a great
Oh
job.
yeah, Will Smith.
He killed that.
He killed it. He made the movie pretty much.
See, I like the old school because I like the live action Popeye. That was one of mine. That's on Disney. I love it.
This guy,
Williams.
this guy kind of young.
Oh.
He young.
But it's a good one.
He probably half your age, Ira. So yeah, it's surprised you know who Popeye is. Oh, did you see that Family Feud thing? What it said? What did Popeye what did Popeye eat or something? And this lady, chicken.
Oh wow, no.
On Family Feud. Yeah.
Spinach.
I think it was you though at the gym one time. I had said like we're gonna grow those forearms, and I was like, it's like Popeye. You gotta eat your broccoli, and I think you're the one that corrected me. You're like, it's spinach. Like, oh, I don't know what he eats.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was really out of date on Popeye.
That's
Not knowing
that. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
So that's what I got this text early Sunday morning. I don't know what I was trying to watch, but I was trying to watch something, probably Vikings or some shit like that. My mom and then my buddy J Ag sent me a text. Hey, Kobe passed away. So Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna died Sunday morning in a helicopter crash on the way to his daughter's basketball game. Kobe Bryant is age 41 and his daughter is age 13. The helicopter crashed in Calabasas before 10 a.m. on Sunday. 9 people total were on board. Somebody that was included in the crash was Orange Coast College baseball coach. The coach, his wife, and his daughter. Some of the details of it was once the helicopter crashed, it created a brush fire that caused the crash caused a brush fire that spanned a quarter of an acre, and it prevented the first responders from immediately getting to the site. There's no black box on the helicopter. This shocked the whole fucking world. Sunday pretty much stood still for a while.
It did.
It did.
So
Yeah.
you were telling me about how Kobe affected you. How did Kobe affect you?
I kind of just going back to that conversation. I guess just witnessing everything that he's did in the league and really just following all through that, and then being a legit Kobe fan, just of what he did on the court and even off the court. I loved his mentality of just trying to always shoot for success, the work hard mentality. Try to adopt as much as that of what he preached of always working hard if you want to go after something. And so that affected me, right? And then seeing someone like that go away, and then also too how all the other people on there and his daughter as well. And I think just for me thinking in that moment of what were they probably going through that's hard at that point, knowing that it's going down. And I just put myself in Kobe's situation of my daughter's gonna go with me, and I'm helpless to help her.
Yeah, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. It's been known that Kobe would use a helicopter to beat LA traffic, even when he was still in the league, to go to practices, go to games. And then it said after he retired, he still used that mode of transportation to get around for his business adventures, or even like this, to go to the camp. It was like the Mamba school for basketball, and then go see his daughter play and all that stuff. So it's definitely a tragedy. I was telling Bernie how, yes, I understood what Kobe meant to NBA, what he meant to the United States, what he meant to basketball and all that stuff. I was never a big Kobe fan. So it didn't affect me the same as it would others. Just like when Nipsey Hussle passed, a lot of media, a lot of podcasts that I listen to, a lot of people was like, oh man, this affects me big time. I really didn't listen to Nipsey Hussle's music, wasn't a fan. So it just, I understand death, I understand the loss and all that stuff, but it just doesn't hit me the same. If this was Michael Jordan, I'd probably be I would definitely be feeling the same way as some people are right now, just because
I get that,
grew up with him. Just like in your era, Jordan was the Kobe of our era.
I think I was talking about it earlier, from 13 on till when I was at least 18, I was just watching him, 5 years of just watching him dominate the league, and
he was in for 20 seasons.
Yeah.
So and he was legit all those seasons.
Or just say when I really got into just playing sports and watching basketball and stuff like that would be at that time. And obviously, if you didn't know who Kobe was, were you not watching basketball at that time?
Exactly.
So,
let me see. Some of the other details. Helicopter circled Glendale for 14 minutes after takeoff before taking sharp turn and ultimately hitting the ground. The pilot was legit. Can you put that picture of the helicopter up again? This footage of the remains of the helicopter. That oh my God, that's just nasty. It wasn't like the pilot was not legit or whatever. He had over 8,000 hours of flight time, so he had experience. He wasn't like he was doing anything stupid. Let's see, what was that?
I think it was cloudy or something like that.
Yeah. Well, he was granted permission to fly even though weather conditions were worse than usual, and it was fog. It was foggy. But yet he still had clearance or whatever to go, and something else stated that he had requested that the towers track him just to make sure, just for added precautionary reasons, and they was they didn't do that because of some reason, he wasn't gonna be flying high enough or something like that. But so he understood that the conditions were a little bit off, but he was still cleared to take flight.
You think the one that cleared them is going to be in any trouble? I mean,
no.
I wouldn't say trouble, but he has to feel like shit.
Yeah, you gotta think. You gotta be. Who would want to be known as the person?
Exactly, and hopefully they
keep that under wraps.
Exactly, hopefully they keep that anonymous and doesn't know.
Because that poor guy or girl or whoever was in that control tower
but it's definitely not their fault. It's not their fault, but you just don't want to have that on your conscience or as your reputation. People would just don't let social media get that shit. No. My God, they want to.
Crucify.
Witness protection program and all that shit. It's horrible.
A simple judgment call.
Yeah, but they probably had been in this job for umpteen years, had done the same thing in similar situations, so it wasn't like the first time, it wasn't like the last time, it wasn't like they did very tragic. Some of the stats for Kobe, let me get another Kobe picture up there. He was the fourth leading scorer in all-time NBA with 33,643 points. Keep it up. 5-time champion, 18 NBA All-Star appearances, 2008 League MVP, Finals MVP 2 times, 2-time NBA scoring champ, 2 gold and 1 bronze medal in the Olympics. He played a total of 20 seasons. I don't know why I didn't fucking know this, but he was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. And then immediately traded to the Lakers in 1996 for Vlade Divac.
Oh.
Wow, Charlotte Hornets.
Did Kobe demand a trade on that?
I don't know.
Because I thought he had, that's why I heard that he kind of demanded, or not demanded, but wanted to trade. Well, yeah, I guess demanded.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I never knew that he was not drafted by Lakers. He was the son of former NBA player Joe Jellybean Bryant. Number 8 for first. Oh, all right. He wore the number 8 for the first 10 years of play, and then 24 for the second 10 years of his play. Both numbers are retired by the Lakers. He scored 81 points. 81 points in 2006 against the Raptors. 81 points in one game. Goddamn. He scored 60 in his last NBA game in 2016. He won an Academy Award. He won an Oscar in 2018 for Dear Basketball, his best animated short. His wife Vanessa and 3 other daughters will succeed him, I guess. That's how you call it.
Yeah.
And it's just sad. I've seen some of the NBA stuff that's been going on, doing tributes, taking 24-second delays for 24 seconds, doing the 8-second delay in the backcourt, just to honor him. I don't know why, but Dallas Mavericks are gonna retire
His number?
Yeah, Kobe's number.
I even heard talks like they wanted to retire the 24 altogether out of the league.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
but that's just like
it's a lot of things out there, but you can't do. If it was Jordan, honestly.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
If it's Jordan, honestly,
you can't do, no.
Right now, 23 in every sport should be retired because of Jordan. Even when I see football players wearing the number 23, it's like, why? Why would you even do that? Like LeBron's wearing 23, like no, no. It's like Jordan is the 23 as Prince was the purple.
Yeah.
You like that?
Like it.
So let's see.
I think by I don't know, just like how you said about honoring. I think the reason why I'm so much of a Kobe fan growing up, you'd always hear the, throwing something away as you pretend that you're gonna be shooting a shot in the NBA. Because you're throwing away a piece of paper in the trash can, and you shout out the word Kobe, and it goes in and does a swish.
Yeah. And once again, that's Jordan. Yeah.
So I think, for us, or for me, I guess my era is just always Kobe, and
the new kids, Steph is Curry.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that, Jordan. I'm not going to ever say Curry or Steph.
Yeah. Let's see.
It just depends on the generation.
Yeah, and he's talked about retiring the number 24. Another thing that's going around is petition to change it. This is the current logo, which is a silhouette of Jerry West. And this kid, 16-year-old Vancouver, Canada, Kobe fan, put out a petition, and it's already got over 2 million signatures in 2 days. It surpasses 2 million signatures in 2 days. And some of the things, examples of what it could look like if it changes to honor Kobe. Here's one that's like him doing a jump shot. Then other 2 is like him dribbling. And that's similar to what the original, the Jerry West one is. It's just a little, and honestly, that looks right. And that's another one of them dribbling. So either of the past 2 with the dribbling, it's not gonna change much. It's just gonna be honoring somebody else.
No.
I agree with that second one.
No.
Put the second one up. Did you put? It's
jump shot
the first dribbling. The first dribbling one. No, that's the jump shot. The dribbling one.
That one.
There we go. Right there. That's the one you talk.
I'm digging that. I like that.
Was it? Yeah. And to me,
No.
once again,
You can't.
you
can't.
can't do
There
that.
was others before him that you can't. You can't.
But and what is it like when LeBron's done? You
Yeah,
change it to him.
Exactly.
If there's somebody else after that, you change it to them.
So
well,
yeah, you can't.
Or just maybe the circumstances of how it just went.
Temporary.
What?
Nope. No.
Like a 5-year temporary,
Yeah.
5-year temporary honor.
Yeah.
How about that?
I like the honor, like maybe
Yeah.
for this whole entire season.
Oh, the whole,
For
the whole,
season.
all right, for the season. All right, there you go.
There
We got a good
There
compromise.
you go.
All next season, change the logo to honor Kobe.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with
Yeah.
that. Unanimous decision. Make it happen, NBA.
Right now.
Right now, change it. An all-star break. The remaining of the season and all next year.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, but yeah, some fans started a petition. 2 million people already signed up for it.
That's just too much.
Nike ran out of Kobe merchandise immediately. It was rumored that they pulled all his merchandise, but come to find out, they didn't pull it. It just ran out.
It just sold out.
Just sold out. Oh, and this is Kobe Bryant heavy show. A lot of things happened. British broadcast.
Yeah, British broadcast.
Channel or some shit like that. Apologizes for airing highlights of LeBron James during a report on Kobe's death.
Wow.
What was that? I didn't even.
I missed that
The
one.
BBC apologizes for airing highlights of LeBron James during a report on Kobe's death.
But you gotta think, there could have been, for the simple fact, you gotta think LeBron did beat his scoring.
But no, they're talking about, hey, Kobe Bryant just passed in a helicopter crash, and then they show LeBron James doing his stuff. Like, no, that's wrong motherfucker. That's just wrong motherfucker. Just people who don't know what the fuck's going on.
Honest mistake. You don't know. You're not up on American culture and trends and people.
No.
Yeah.
This is still sports. Kobe was global. LeBron James is global. All that. If you in the fucking news reporting on United States shit, you should know your United States shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much. You talk an ABC journalist. This one I didn't know. I learned this when I was looking up this other fuck ups. An ABC journalist was suspended for saying that all 4 of his daughters were on the helicopter with him.
Oh.
That was not even just every or just ABC. That was like almost every news station.
For real?
Really?
Well, yeah, because I think even TMZ. On that day, I tuned into Fox News, just regular Fox News, and they had said 3 people, and then it switched all over to 4 to 6, and then it said LeBron or Kobe's, family.
You messed up right there. See, it happens. See,
Honest
don't
mistake.
honest mistake. Don't be putting a mad week on blast because Bernie made a mistake swapping out the names.
We're talking about both people though at the same
See?
time.
Exactly. I'm with you, Bernie. I got your back.
But yeah, I didn't
There you go.
I didn't see that. All the other ones do shit like
I mean,
that.
I was just flipping channels left and right because I just.
and it was just probably flooded.
It was ridiculous.
Well, I mean, just in that, I just didn't want to believe it at that time.
Just trying.
I was like, please be fake, please be. It's just
Yeah.
in that sense of like, I just don't want this to be happening. And then, I mean, obviously, it's going through.
Yeah, and it was on every.
Yeah,
thing.
every.
So that's how you knew.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
was watching Netflix and shit.
You're just like, I mean, it's crazy because then I remember tuning into the Pro Bowl and then they cut the Pro Bowl
Yeah.
off too
Yeah.
to
Oh, really?
do that breaking
They were
news.
break-
And
yeah. They
I think that's
cut
when it just finally sunk down. Like, wow,
Yeah, they
like
were
this
breaking
is.
into everything with that news.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
I don't like lingering over death when it comes to whatever. I just don't like that anyway. So, and last but not least, MSNBC anchor accused of using the N-word during a report.
Her knickers.
Yeah, for some reason, she had the Knicks on the brain, and she mixed the New York Knicks with the Los Angeles Lakers. And it sounded like knackers. And when you say it fast, the Los Angeles Knackers. And just people, it went viral. People on blast, and people are already heated because of Kobe's death. And
now she calling him a nigger.
And all that stuff. Calling the N-word. It's obviously a mistake.
One of them, your brain is working faster than your mouth.
Yeah, it's definitely shitty, and she has to feel like shit.
She retracted it within hours.
She put an apology statement out there and explained what happened, but people ain't buying it. Like, no, you purposely did that. Who the fuck is gonna risk their whole? Because you know it. That's their career. You're gonna risk your career just to get one in real quick on national TV? You really think that's on purpose?
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Bernie is LeBron comment.
Yeah, exactly. See, it happens. It wasn't LeBron. How dare you? I thought you said he was your hero. And you put LeBron in.
Kobe's my hero.
Cool. Any final things on Kobe?
I have one. They were talking about how him and his wife had kind of a thing that they would never be on the plane.
Did hear that.
Somebody talked about that on one of the podcasts, and they said sources say, and a lot of times when you hear sources say, it's made up. But you never know. But then again, it is something common that people who do shit like that will say, especially if they have kids, only one person go on like something risky like that at a time. So it's possible, but we'll just say allegedly.
But you gotta think there are certain things and situations where people would make like kind of, if something happens, we'll do this in that situation. Because you gotta think our parents had that in their situation too.
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. Any other Kobe?
I guess the thing that stood out to me is how they attended mass before that. I didn't know that. So
really?
Had reported that. Yeah.
The whole family? Or
I'm not sure about the whole family, but I know for sure like Kobe and his daughter, I believe, or at least Kobe was coming back from mass. And I don't know. That was just a big shock. I didn't know he practiced. That was something that.
And see, and that's a whole different subject when it comes to religion and taking people and all that stuff. I ain't even gonna get into it right now.
Not this week.
Not this week.
Not this
I ain't being strict down right now. I need to make it to 40, which is coming up in July. So yeah, I'm old. You know,
that's young. What do you mean?
Not as young as your ass. You young. I don't even know how old you is, but you're young as a motherfucker, Bernie.
He is, Bernie.
You can tell. You can tell. Look at him. You can tell how he smiles. I'm young as fuck.
Wipe the simile.
Well, while we're still talking, we'll go from one basketball player to another. Did you hear about this story? Allen Iverson and all his jewelry.
No, I didn't hear about any of that.
A backpack containing $500,000 motherfucking dollars of jewelry that belonged to Allen Iverson was stolen from a hotel in Philadelphia Monday morning. It was at the Sofitel Hotel in Philadelphia. One place said it was a 20-year-old man, but most places said a 20-year-old. 20-year-old man later surrendered to the police, and all the jewelry returned. There's another picture with Allen. There you go. That's the 20-year-old man who stole the stuff, and then I guess he found out that it was
Allen
Iverson's, and before the streets. Before streets took their justice, he turned himself in, returned all the jewelry.
That's good that he returned everything, but then you gotta think once you find out whose stuff you got, it's like, ooh,
exactly.
Here you go. Sorry.
Otherwise, it was a come up $500,000 in jewelry.
They probably added to it.
With a sorry note. Can you sign this for me? And return it to this address. One. Why are you walking around with a $500,000 in jewelry?
But then you gotta think though, to say it's $500,000, it could have been just a watch and a ring.
That is true.
So it could have just been a necklace and a bracelet, something like that. I mean,
I don't know about I understand a watch. If you're gonna go out on a watch, that's what I buy. I'll buy a watch.
This Allen, man, put up a couple of the pictures of Allen Iverson. I think you can see. Yeah, look at the necklace right there. Look at this bling. So 3 necklaces and earrings. That might be $200,000 right there.
And then you got to think we can't see his wrist if he got any he's probably got on a watch.
Yeah. They didn't win the championship when he was in. They just went to the finals and lost to was it Dirk or LeBron?
It was
Dirk.
That was Kobe. They lost to.
What, Kobe? Was it? Oh, I don't know. But anyways, Christopher Daniel is facing several theft charges. He grabbed the bag from a chair at the hotel and ran off without knowing whose it was. And somebody on one of the podcasts that I listened to was saying that usually high-end jewelry like that has like hidden serial numbers. So in order for him to actually sell it and get money for it, he'd have to do it on the black market or just
no way. He went in somewhere with that, and they were like, "Nigga, where you get this? You don't get away from me with this."
This says right here, it's for Allen Iverson. Ooh, you in trouble?
I ain't touching that.
I'm like, hey, get that away from me.
That's
I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna snitch on you, but get it away from me. All right, let's see. What are we gonna go to next? You want to keep it in sports wise? We'll keep it in sports wise. This happened actually last Tuesday. Kareem Hunt, former Kansas City running back who is now with the Browns, right, as seen here.
Yeah.
He was cited for a traffic violation, and police found weed in his car. This is in one of those states where weed is not illegal, which is Ohio.
But it doesn't matter, you're in the league.
And you're in the league. But his season's done right now. His season's done.
Still, you're in the league. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter if you're during the off season or not.
I don't think you can. I really don't know the rules on those. Well, being that it's in Ohio and it's illegal, that's all right, maybe. But the cop only gave him a traffic ticket.
Huh. Because was it purchased in Ohio?
What's that?
Was it purchased in Ohio? Because
it doesn't matter if it's illegal. If it's illegal, just for speeding.
Oh wow.
So you pulled over last Tuesday.
Signature. He got his
Pulled over last Tuesday afternoon in Rocky River, Ohio, west side of Cleveland. Police found black backpack with some weed in it. And I know some of the story, which I didn't read, but heard it on something. He initially told the officer that it was his brother's backpack, and the officer was like, "Come on, man," but broke him down, and he ended up like, "Yeah, it's my backpack." One source said it had his motherfucking name on the backpack.
Like we're twins.
I'm Kareem, he's Kareem. It's spelled differently.
No, his training camp backpack.
It said his name, and usually that's the first thing I thought. It was probably like Cleveland Browns Kareem Hunt backpack. That ain't mine.
we got in the first pocket has your picture.
If found, return to
address number. So if I call this number, it won't be
that's not you. This ain't your bag.
Return it, officer.
So also found in the car was a open container of vodka.
Oh wow.
So the marijuana was seized and Hunt only charged with traffic violation for speeding. But additionally to this story, you can go see the footage, dash cam footage online and whatnot, and you can hear some of the actual conversation and shit. So Kareem, I thought he was like high or drunk or something from the way he was like. He was like in tears and crying or whatnot.
Why did you say he was open container?
But they didn't even get him. And the cop said he smelled weed, and that's why he searched the car or whatnot. But they still didn't get him.
He probably smelled the weed because he had a backpack full of it.
Well, it wasn't full of it. It was just some or whatever.
Well, still.
But originally, it was like, pulled him over and was like, hey, as long as I don't find anything in your car, I'm not gonna do anything. I just write you out with a traffic ticket. So he went in, searched, and like found the stuff, and it's like, hey, Kareem Hunt was like, come on, man. Was it everything? I've already had everything taken from me from when I was in Kansas City. I should be playing in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, he went that far, and the cop was like, "All right, I'm just gonna give you a traffic ticket. Open container, possession of weed in a state that's illegal. Yeah,
he should have went to jail.
Pretty much. And I don't think they even gave him a sobriety test. So he could have been
done.
Yeah, he could have been done.
Gave him a second chance.
Yeah.
The Browns are gonna do something.
Well, we don't know, but what can they really do because he was only given a traffic ticket?
Still, there's proof that you had.
What's the proof? He say, she say.
Yep.
So I don't even know if you wasn't charged with anything, but then again, you ever gotta be charged.
Exactly.
But
you've been publicly charged. There's dash cam footage, and we see you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Especially if you pulled out the bag
with his name on it. If you find the weed, don't tell the Browns.
Something's gonna come. We'll have to catch.
And we all know that. Yeah, we'll find out if anything happens with them. NFL or the Browns do anything. So, all right. Next, we'll go to sports, but a different sport again. And I forgot to report on this one last week, and this one's a little funny. North Carolina man, Barry Lee Jones, arrested for rushing the mat at his son's wrestling meet.
Wow.
I think
it's not coming up.
Oh, it's not coming up. All right. He looks weird. Barry Lee Jones. He rushed his son's opponent during the match because he felt,
you wanted to rush?
He felt that the kid did an illegal move on purpose. The official called the illegal move. I don't really know this type of wrestling and all that stuff. Yeah. My sister was a cheerleader for wrestling, so she
reversal.
She know this shit more than I know it because that wasn't my sport.
I'm not too familiar with it, but I could see that happening. I mean,
I could see the once. Yeah, but calling something, but yeah. Certain states, what state was it?
North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
So the official called it for an illegal. The dad knew it was illegal and just thought it was too much, so he went and tackled his son's opponent. He got arrested. Simple assault and disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
the student was not injured.
No, he probably could have took the dad anyway.
I don't know. The dad has a big ass head, so he might have some weight on him.
Yeah.
We can just use that illegal move on
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, you never know. I don't know what like weight class and all that stuff, but whatever. Let's.
I work, and so when I'm not working, I sleep. So what is the coronavirus? People been looking for them dang old masks though. They serious.
Oh, the
yeah.
You can get those anywhere though.
I know. Been running out. Everybody been. You got any masks?
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
She works at what's it called?
Da.
All right. She works at a retail store.
Okay.
And people are coming in looking for the mask. Did y'all run out, or do you never had them?
Yeah, we ran out.
Wow.
Yeah, we ran out.
So,
is that serious down here?
No, because there's only been one.
Yeah, there was one case. One case in Phoenix, but it's 1 out of the 5 cases in the United States. But technically, it's declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization. As the outbreak spreads outside of China. At least 213 died in China. There's 98 cases in 18 other countries. There's a confirmed 7,736 cases in China. Most cases are from people who traveled from Wuhan, China. Wuhan! Got y'all in check!
I knew it.
The average age of the claims are 59 now.
So what kind of...
Funny you should ask there, Ira. It is a common virus that causes infection in your nose, sinuses, or upper throat. It can spread through cough or sneeze, touching humans, touching surfaces. It was believed to say it started from this strand, I guess, started from contact with animals and shit like that, and it like
just basically wash your hands
and stuff like that. Yeah. But it started off supposedly in like the fresh food market in Wuhan. Got y'all in check. Yeah, the total in the U.S. is up to 5 cases. And the shit's getting crazy, man. They quarantined the whole city of Wuhan, population of 11 million. And this was January 23rd.
That's
a lot of people.
How do you quarantine a country?
It's a city. Well, the barricade. You've seen the damn movies where they have cops at the bridges and all outlets and stuff.
All dirt roads.
With the military. Nope, you ain't going nowhere.
What's that one movie with Matt Damon where it's like a big outbreak?
Outbreak?
Yeah. No.
Oh
yeah. But it's with the disease and everything too.
Disease.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, I can't.
It's almost basically the same storyline. His wife went to China. She ate like a bad food, and then she comes back, and then she's sick.
I don't think it was Matt Damon.
It could have been someone else, but I know there's Contagion. I think
that's a good one too.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. But yeah, you seen how they do it on.
That was kind of with the zombies too, wasn't it? In Contagion, they were trying.
Oh, it was a zombie virus or some shit.
Some kind of virus, and it gets sniffing in the people or something like that. It was actually that was a good one.
Yeah. Well, the beginning of I Am Legend. I just watched that on cable the other day. So there's plenty of movies showing you how to quarantine a whole city. That's how you do it. But there's food shortage now because of that. Overcrowded hospitals. And the weird fucking thing, they are building 2 new hospitals to accommodate all these motherfuckers. And one's gonna be open February 3rd, another February 5th. Like,
that fast?
Yeah. I'm like, they getting that shit done.
I don't think I want to go to that hospital if the floor gonna fall through.
Well, hey, then don't go to no motherfucking hospital.
I'm not going to
Maybe that would take time away from trying to heal people.
I don't know. Hey, but we'd rather keep y'all in Wuhan, keep you all in check, instead of going out spreading shit all to the rest of the world, you know?
Wow.
So build those hospitals for those guys so they can get better. So they don't come over here spreading no fucking shit.
Wow.
Speaking of coming over here and airports and shit, this one, I'm going to tell you the story, but it affects me in a different way. Last Friday, a portion of Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport got shut down. Look at her. And mind the picture what she looks like. Mind the picture what she looks like. Hope Weber, age 53, made statement to airline staff who called the police, who had to bring the bomb squad out and check everything out. They had to deplane a plane and shut down part of the Terminal 4 at Sky Harbor because of something she said. They won't release exactly what she said, though, but the bomb squad was called.
Oh, see.
Weber was arrested for a Class 1 misdemeanor for false emergency and Class 3 felony, false terrorism. Actual statements, once again, not released, but bomb squad was called. Now, once again, put her picture up. The way I found out about this story was just flicking through channels and shit, land on Fox 10 News. That's the local channel, Fox News, said, bomb scare, and this is Friday night, bomb scare at the airport. You saw the picture of that woman, but when they had the bomb scare, they had like footage of people maneuvering in the Phoenix airport. The thing that pissed me off was in the foreground, there was a man standing. And then there's people going all over the place. And on most of the fucking like picture was an Arabian man.
Oh.
That pissed me off. Bomb scare has this guy, which the stereotypical terrorist look, and it had nothing to do with that shit. That it just pissed. This is not Fox News. Fox News is known to be racist and stir propaganda type shit like that. But this was like the local Fox fucking thing. Like the dude had like the long beard and the head stuff on.
You know what?
And yes, they can eat a bag of dicks. They can definitely eat a bag of dicks because that's just wrong. I hate when I see shit like that. Instead of trying to bring everybody together, they pull people apart by doing some shit like that. That was not needed. That was insensitive. That was bullshit. I might be the only motherfucker who noticed that. You ain't gonna find any kind of report saying, Phoenix Fox News station pulls off some bullshit. It's just some shit that I saw.
That's wrong.
That's just bullshit.
Yeah, you catch little lies, stuff like that. They don't tend to be, but you're like, wait a minute, what's that?
It's come first and foremost. Yeah. Why is that even in your bucket in your goodie bag? We understand why the bag of dicks is in your goodie bag. Why is that in their goodie bag? That was just bullshit. Last main story is about Nick Cannon versus Orlando Brown. It came out, I can't remember, like a week or so ago. Orlando Brown used to be on That So Raven. Yeah. And people really know him from Major Payne, the movie, as a little kid. That's him.
Oh, wow.
Yes, okay. That is him. He was also on Jamie Foxx show. Yeah. So he recorded and released a 34-second video accusing Nick Cannon of sucking his dick.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Nick Cannon responded in a very classy way. He could have just went off on him. You know, obviously Nick Cannon is doing a lot better than what Orlando Brown is doing, and he could have done all kinds of things. But everybody applauded Nick Cannon on his response, and Nick Cannon just responded by saying, this is a teachable moment, and wanted to tell people to focus on the seriousness of mental health. He was saying how this is probably just a cry for help from Orlando Brown, and he also blamed media for spreading this type of propaganda by putting Orlando Brown's video out there.
Wow.
And Orlando Brown from That's So Raven, Jamie Foxx Show, Major Payne, he's been in the news recently for some shit. He had a bad 2018.
Oh,
In January, he was arrested for battery of a arrested for battery in a family disturbance. June of 2018, drug charges, resisting arrest, and obstructing a public officer. September 2018, arrested for burglary. And in December of 2018, he was on Dr. Phil, and he was talking about how he has a problem with drinking a lot and heavily medicating himself with weed and time to time taking crystal meth. Yeah. Cuba, I think the same thing. Orlando Brown, what the fuck? What the fuck? But it was very classy of Nick Cannon to just not go in, and obviously this guy, Orlando Brown, is trouble.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty classy. I didn't think Nick Cannon would have done that.
Especially since he's trying to battle rap Eminem.
Yeah.
What?
You
I
ain't know
saw
that?
bits and pieces, and I'm telling you, Steve is my best friend.
Yeah. She gets her news from Mad Week. That's not
Or
bad.
I'll come across it. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, extras. Speaking of, you sent me this thing and wanted to incorporate it into the show. McDonald's weed billboard. So on the border of New Mexico and Colorado, there was this billboard that stated, usually when you roll something this good, it's illegal. Talking about their new burrito.
Yeah.
So wanted to put that on for my...
That's a good freaking...
Makes you hungry.
Yes. So, thank you for sending that in, Ira. Now, for anybody else, if you want me to talk about a story or something, send it to me via Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Just let me know. If I remember, I'll put it on here, talk about it. Another extra is Nicki Minaj's brother was sentenced to 25 years to life for sexually assaulting an 11-year-old in 2015. He was actually convicted in 2017. This is a follow-up from way long ago, Mad Week, and we talked about that. But he was just sentenced on Monday, 25 years to life. And the last thing I want to talk about today is we had a conversation a couple weekends ago. My parents, family, friends, whatever, family was there talking about Netflix. How can Netflix have all this money to do shit?
Yeah.
And something popped up and their year-end numbers came out. Netflix has 167 million subscribers worldwide, 60 million in the U.S. They just added 8.8 million in the fourth quarter. That's the last 3 months of last year. I did the math. 167 million, and it's a guesstimate and a lowball guesstimate. 167 million subscribers at $10 average. I pay 17. I went and found that, but I'm just saying for easy math.
I pay 60.
Yeah, but
you should have said $15.
I'm lowballing it, and plus we don't know how much they charge overseas people.
Yeah, that's true.
So $10. Subscriber, that's 1.67 billion a month.
Oh my goodness.
20 trillion a year. So how can they pay for all this shit?
That's how. We're paying for their shit.
They can do it.
Basically.
167 million subscribers.
Yeah. They're subscribed, but I'll give it to them. Netflix.
They doing their thing.
They doing their thing.
They definitely keeping people entertained. They doing their thing.
Are they worried about Disney Plus? I think.
Oh no. Oh no.
Disney Plus
Like-
needs to step their game up.
Disney Plus came in December,
Yeah.
and so Disney Plus got 10. Disney Plus came on board with 10 million subscribers,
Give them time.
and like it said, Netflix still gained 8.8 million in the last 3 months. So
And still, I think Netflix is always coming out with something.
and they got the big names, attached to them. Eddie Murphy is locked in with them, Chris Rock and all that stuff.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I love it when they do their Netflix movies too. Those are almost better than an actual going to a movie.
They,
A lot of them are.
oh shit! Did you watch The Irishman yet?
Yes.
Oh, both of y'all?
I like that.
I watched it before you did.
Well, I have not watched it yet. So yes.
Dude, yeah.
So for
I
real?
watched it a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
Let me
see.
Well, you better have free time on your hand if you're gonna watch that, because that movie's 3 hours. It's
but
long.
It's good.
Yeah.
You're going with it. Yeah.
All right. In the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, I will watch Irishman and let you know what I think.
That's a good one. I like it.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Cool. So once again, this is a mad week, and it was a mad week. Major thing being Kobe Bryant. So R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. We'll go out by saying, I don't know. No, I'm just fucking with you. This is George I. Cortright. This is
Bernie.
And we out. Thank you for watching. Say goodbye to yesterday.